Today, Emma show you how to do a 3-day juice cleanse to reboot your body step by step. It's super easy. Music. Hey, beautiful people. It's Melissa from Choosing My Health, where I teach you how to transition to a whole food, plant-based lifestyle and thrive. And today, Emma show you how to do a 3-day juice cleanse like a boss, make it easy and effective. Juicing is one of the easiest ways to lose weight, to restore your body's health, and to support an alkaline environment. So over the years, I've definitely learned some ways to do juicing right and some mistakes to definitely avoid. So Emma share how to do it correctly using my easy 4-step approach I call the PJ model, so you get the most out of your experience. If you have concerns before embarking on a juice fast, consult your doctor or a nutritionist to ensure overall health and wellness. And if you're looking for juice fast recipes, I share those at choosingmyhealth.com. These links and others are in the description box below. So for those who are brand new to juicing, a juice cleanse is when you drink raw juice extracted from fruits and vegetables to replace the calories you would normally get from everyday food for a period of time. It can be 3 days, 5, 10 days. It all depends on your goals. Now, I would not recommend juicing to replace your food intake indefinitely. See it more as a bridge to reboot your body or a jump start to help you transition to a healthier lifestyle. And in case you're wondering if juicing is better than blending, let me cover that quickly. Professor, quick little interjection here. Where'd she come from? Professor, so when you blend fruits and vegetables, let's say when you make those scrumptious smoothies, you retain the fiber in what you drink. When you juice, however, here it is. You only extract the liquid from these fruits and vegetables. Now, in my opinion, one isn't better than the other. They both have amazing benefits, and their use will depend on your goals. While fiber does serve a purpose on a juice cleanse, the goal is to get a boatload of super concentrated nutrition into the body while giving your digestive tract a rest from solid food. Here's a quick example. 9 medium-sized carrots produce about 1 cup of concentrated carrot juice with very little fiber. This is much easier to consume than 9 carrots in a blender. And because the fruits and veggies are already broken down in juicing, their nutrients are easily absorbed into the bloodstream. And if you need to lose weight, couple this with a lifestyle change for rapid results. All of this makes it a popular way to reset and heal the body. Okay, so now that this is covered, let's move on to the PG model. Prep, music. Okay, so before you jump in, make sure you have all your ducks in a row. That's carved out time, a juicer, produce, airtight containers, straws. So for carved out time, the goal is to pick 3 consecutive days that work well for you for a 3-day juice fast. I personally like the weekend because it's the time where I get to chill a little bit, even if it's just a tad. If the weekday works better for you, go for it. For a juicer, because you're going to need a juicer to juice, the 2 most common juicers on the market are the masticating and the centrifugal juicer. Masticating juicers are the more expensive ones. They do what their name says, masticate. They continuously extract juice from the pulp, which generally extracts more nutrients into the juice. It also generates less heat, and enzymes are preserved. I love that the pulp stays pretty dry, which is another sign you're getting every drop out of your veggies. Centrifugal juicers are cheaper and use centrifugal force to extract the juice, which can generate a little heat and a slight bit of oxidation. But it still gets the job done. I used a centrifugal juicer for the longest because that's what I could afford. And child, I used that thing for over 10 years till it broke. Like literally, so get what you can afford and enjoy. When buying produce, go for organic if you can. Purchasing locally from farmers markets can land you some nice deals for abundant, quality produce. But you can also find excellent produce at your grocery store. I know I do. Even more important, though, than where you purchase your produce is that type of produce you buy. Check that your fruit and veggies look fresh, not stale, like they've been sitting on the shelf for I don't know how long. Here's a trick. When possible, one thing I like to do is reach for the back of the shelf when I pick my veggies where they're fresher versus the front, where you'll usually find ones that are on their way out. You also want a good variety of produce, all different colors now. I like to get greens. I like to juice kale, collards, arugula, and more. But I limit spinach, Swiss chard, and beet greens because even though they're high in vitamins and minerals, they're also high in oxalates, which depending on your health, you may need to limit. Celery, cucumber, carrots, beets, citrus, green apples, pineapple, turmeric, and ginger. This is a solid starter list because there are so many tasty juice combinations you can make, but you can definitely add to this list. You're not limited. You might also want to experiment with basil, mint, peppers, cabbage, sky's the limit. And when you get your veggies, wash them right away so you cut down on juicing time. As soon as I get my groceries, I fill my sink with water and vinegar, let them soak for a bit, and then I rinse. And then process my produce into gallon-sized Ziploc bags. Works wonders for my time. Airtight containers. Now, whether you store your juice for an hour or in bulk for several days, you'll need some airtight containers. I love using glass mason jars because glass doesn't leach any chemicals. When I store my juice, I fill it up to the brim to reduce oxidation since air causes the juice to oxidize. I also squeeze a bit of citrus like lemon in my juice if I didn't add any to extend shelf life. In general, juice can keep for up to 72 hours in the fridge, but the sooner you drink it, the better. And it definitely helps if you store it in the back of the fridge in a dark area, because light can cause the juice to break down quicker. Straws. Listen. All right, true story, listen. I learned the hard way. Was drinking citrus juices strawless for a hot minute until I realized my teeth were super sensitive one day. I'm like, why do my teeth hurt? Come to find out it was messing with my enamel. We don't need a repeat episode, okay? So citrus or no citrus, drink that thing with a straw. It's gonna save your teeth from staining too, and don't forget to rinse your mouth after you're done. Day before, music. The day before you juice is just as important as your 3-day juice cleanse. Why? Because this is the day to prepare your body for your detox. I highly recommend you eat raw or at least whole food plant-based as best as possible. So lots of greens, fruit. Avoid the meat, the sugars, caffeine, processed food, since this will slow the healing process. I like to eat something like a huge salad, or if you can't do all raw, you could even try a brothy vegetable soup. So think of it as priming the pump to get that body ready for optimal operation while on your cleanse. Juice day, music. The fun part, the moment you've been waiting for or not. Because truth be told, it might be a little intimidating thinking you'll only be drinking liquids for 3 days, but it doesn't have to because it is worth it. I know it was for me. On juice day, it's time to take out all those veggies and fruit and juice. You can do this in one of 2 ways, juice in bulk for a 3-day stretch, or juice daily. If you're at home and want the absolute freshest juice possible, then juicing daily is the way to go. If you're strapped for time but would really love to make it work, I suggest juicing for at least 2 or 3 days and storing 16 Oz servings in mason jars. So here are answers to some questions you may have. How much juice should I drink? On average, I find people usually drink about 16 O's 6 times a day. However, your body may demand more, and this is when it's super important to listen to your body. If you're feeling super hungry, just go ahead and drink some more juice. We ain't trying to scrape you up from off the floor, honey. So, what happens if I start to feel lightheaded? This is actually a normal side effect since juicing actually lowers blood pressure because you're pulling away from sugars and caffeine, and the dip can cause you to feel a little weak and lightheaded. It can also happen if you're not taking enough iron through your juices. Ways to prevent this is to slowly wean yourself off of caffeine and sugar several days to weeks before your cleanse, so you avoid a sudden shift when you start the fast. You may also want to adjust your physical activity until you understand your energy levels, and make sure you're varying your juices throughout the day. With foods that contain a good amount of iron, you'll get plenty with beets and greens, along with staying hydrated with lots of water. What type of juice combos should I make? For juice fasts, it's important you benefit from the ginormous spectrum of nutrients fruits and veggies offer. As a rule of thumb though, juice more veggies than fruit since fruits are sweet and too much at the same time can spike your blood sugar. In general, I like to get at least 75% of my juice intake from vegetables, especially greens since they are so nutrient dense and won't spike sugar levels. If you need some ideas, check my 3 detox juices video, really helpful for a cleanse. Break the fast music, yay, you've made it. Now it's time to break the fast. So I know it's tempting to go all in at the Chinese buffet after you're done, right? But actually, that's going to hurt your stomach. You know that feeling after you've been eating clean and then you binge on something unhealthy and feel horrible? Let's not let that happen this time. So ease into it, right? I like the 80-20 rule. 80% raw and 20% cooked for as long as the cleanse was. So if you cleanse for 3 days, eat 80% raw and 20% cooked for 3 days. Of course, no processed foods. And let me add just one more thing. Don't give up. You can do this. I remember the first time I did a fast. I didn't know if I would make it through the first night because your girl was so hungry. Like legit hunger pains. Hungry. But baby, when I was done, I was glowing. So get ready for the glow up because not only will it detox your body, you're going to feel better, sleep better, go to the bathroom better, everything better, and that's why people do it, and you can too. encouragement, music. If you're looking for more recipes, encouragement, plant-based education, I have plenty of videos and resources on this channel and blog. I'm going to leave a link to them in the description box as well. And please comment if you have a question or advice. We're all learning from each other here. Also, if you're interested in a plant-based lifestyle and you want to join the CMH crew, please subscribe to my channel to learn more about how to easily transition to a plant-based lifestyle and thrive. I would so love to have you here. Don't forget to hit that notification bell for my latest videos. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. You can also follow me on Instagram at Choosing My Health. Now, if you're new to this whole food, plant-based thing, I got you. Welcome. Check out my free gift for you, packed with nearly 20 years of my life-tested strategies to boost your game for the win. And the links are all in the description box below. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. You could have been someplace else, but you decided to bless me by watching this video, and I hope it blesses you too. Love you guys. I will see you in the next one. Homskeg. Mel, Professor girl, you are looking good, honey. What did you do? You did something different? Professor, oh wow, you noticed. Thank you. The students said I'm looking a little old and a little haggish, so I had to put a little pep in my step. Laughter. I'm done. Music.